Are you ready for this video to get no views?
That's not the intro.
That is the intro.
No.
It is the intro.
No.
Yeah, Under Armours don't give views, man. It just is what it is. It doesn't mean that I dislike the brand. It just, they don't pull no weight.
Under Armour has some kick-ass stuff.
That's the problem, is that I feel like I waste too much time talking about how good some of their shit is and nobody listens. Everybody's too busy shoving their faces up Nike's. Hey, what's good, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today, we got a detailed look at these potential bad boys, possibly. And this, my friends, is the Under Armour Havoc 3. This colorway is boo-boo. Just letting you guys know. So, the Under Armour Havoc 3, these guys right here. This is an interesting shoe. It's an interesting model, I should say, because the first one started off with a bang. I loved those. Those were awesome. The second version was all right. It wasn't great. It wasn't as good, I don't think, as the original.
Because it didn't have a good heel cup, wasn't that it?
It wasn't the heel cup, it was like the way that just the overall fit, and I didn't like it as much as the first one. It was still a solid shoe though. This one right here kind of mixes both my likes of each model in together with one major exception, and that's this. This traction, I don't really know about this right here. It looks like it's a little tight in certain areas. That's my only concern. If it was a little more spread out, I think that it would be all right. It just looks a little tight, like it can't move and be as pliable as maybe it should be or wants to be, and that's my only real concern about it. But from the midsole up, I think that they're going to be pretty damn solid. So again, the traction, I don't know what the story is behind this. I don't really care either. All I know is that it's unconventional. One of the things that traction is kind of supposed to do, especially when it's broken up like this, is like if your fingers are each groove, right? And so what you want it to do is brush. And so it can move along the surface of the ground, which is one of the things that I had a problem with the NW1, is that it's so tight together and connected that it might not be able to move, especially with it not being peaked or sharpened like this. That's how I feel about this. So could be good, could be not, but I don't know. It's just one of them things that I'm skeptical. The first two models were great. They used herringbone. So I'm just kind of surprised that they went with this weird stuff, because that was like the most consistent thing about the line so far, is that the traction on each model has been spectacular. So again, just a little concerned, but I don't even know when I'm going to be able to test it, but you know, whatever. Now the cushion is HOVR. HOVR is Under Armour's proprietary blend of foam. All foam is EVA. Not all foam, but most foam is EVA. This is just a variation of that. Every brand has their variation, and they trademark a name to it, and they slap it on the product and be like, hey, this is what we say it does, but does it do that? I don't know. HOVR is an interesting foam because sometimes it feels amazing, and then sometimes it doesn't. So you're like, what the f***'s going on here? I know exactly what's going on, just to let you guys know. When did we talk about this? The percentage thing. What video was that? Man, it was fairly recent.
Oh, it was when I compared it to slime. That was on...
What? Slime?
Yeah.
Oh, was it on the React shoe, the BBs?
And wrong.
What happens is that these companies, they make their foam, right? And then there's the concoction, if you will, the percentages of rubber and EVA and this and all that stuff, and then the heat points and the way that they either will compression mold it or injection mold it. They can change the feeling of their proprietary foam with very small increments of one thing or another. You know what I'm saying? So more rubber here, maybe more air, less rubber, whatever it is. And so that's how sometimes foams feel very fluffy.
It's so fluffy!
And then they bottom out real quick because there's more air than anything else. And so you start popping all the little air pockets that are inside of the foam. And then other times they feel a little bit bouncier, a little springier. And it's because there's a little bit more of a rubber content than anything else. That's what HOVR is supposed to be all about and everything. It's supposed to be that perfect blend of, although that's why it has this wrap around it, the mesh, is because it's supposedly so bouncy, even though they're not all the same feeling, you know what I'm saying? But it's supposed to be so bouncy that they need to house it in or whatever. So it's got the mesh wrapped around it, and so it's supposed to like that. When you have that and then they cage it, so then you end up muting everything that you've done to it. So that's the thing. So this is supposed to be for all types of positions. So if you need that heel crash cushion, that's why it's exposed there. And then if you want that forefoot kind of stability and all of that stuff with just a slight bit of something, that's why it's caged. It feels pretty good underfoot, in case you guys are wondering. It doesn't feel anything crazy. It doesn't feel like amazing, but it feels good. I still think that the first HOVR Havoc felt the best, even though some people thought that that was too thin or too muted or caged aged or whatever. But to me, it felt really good. I wish that they could get it a little bit more like their running stuff, because you like their running stuff.
I do, but even then, not all of the hover is, like you said, created equal. That's why fit on a shoe is so important to me, because if the fit's not there, then who cares about the cushion?
Which I agree with, for the most part. Like some things, like the KDs, I could deal with some of the sloppiness as long as I'm aware of what's gonna happen, so I try not to make those moves. But I'd prefer that that doesn't happen, you know what I mean? I prefer that it just fits me perfect and all that stuff, but not every shoe is made for every person, and I have to understand that. And so should consumers. They need to understand that shoe just might not be for you. Move on to the next one. It's not, there's no use complaining about it. There's 50 other models. Go check out a different model, like this. The upper is the thing that, this is with all of the brands right now at least, is like sometimes I feel like, oh man, they did such a great job. It feels so quality, so premium. And then other times you're like, man, what year is it? Like, is it 2011 still? It might be. I mean, 2020 has been one hell of a year, but why do we have this whole forefoot and fuse? This is great for durability. It's great for low stretch. So if you want that nice, snug, secure fit, which I actually really like, this might be great for you. And this is something where I complain about it because it doesn't feel amazing as far as quality is concerned, but at the same time, it does its job on the court, which is a good thing. So how far do I complain? I don't know. These only retail for $110, which $110 is a lot, but at the same time, like, I just don't want this there. I don't mind it when it's used sparingly, you know, I just don't want that whole forefoot to be all fuse everything. And that's one of the things I liked about the last year's model, was that it was a micro molded mesh, and then they put little rubber things on there, which kept it durable and all that stuff, which is dope. But then they just went all out with like that first model again, where it's all fuse again. Now, in addition to the fuse, we have a lot of textile that actually matches the hover little wrap and all that stuff, which is kind of a cool touch, ties it all together, makes it look like it's uniform or flowing. And then we have micro molded mesh on the rear right here. So I like that they used that. But yeah, so I like this rear half. I like the way that it scoops away from, even though that's very elfish. This looks like Robin's pixie boots from like the 60s Batman.
They really do.
Yeah, so holy hover Batman. No. But yeah, actually it is holy hover. But anyway, so yeah, so I think that these are gonna be solid. I just don't think that they're gonna be amazing. I don't think it's gonna wow anybody. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of people just don't really f with Under Armour, man. And it's not something that I could deal with, you know what I mean? Like, I can't do anything about it. Colorways make or break a shoe. That's not helping anything. Kent Bazemore though, man. First off, he's back in our area. He used to play for Golden State, which is our team. We're from the Bay Area, but now we live in Sacramento, and he's in Sacramento all of a sudden. But he's got a really cool PE pair while he's been practicing in the bubble.
Are they purple?
They're kind of pink. They might have some purple on them. I haven't paid super close attention to them, but you can wear anything now, any color, so it doesn't have to be King's colors.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so he's got this one where this dark green overlay is kind of like really bright pink and all that stuff, and I think colors like that are cool. This, I'm just not a big fan of green, so that's just my fault. Now, as far as fit is concerned, they do fit true to size. They're not as narrow fitting as the originals. They are almost, again, kind of like a perfect blend between these and the Havoc 2s. So slightly wide at the forefoot, but not anything crazy. That also might be a good reason why they put this on there, just to make sure that since you have a little bit extra room in there, display that you're not rolling over the footbed and all that stuff. But so far, I think these are gonna be a solid hoop shoe if I could just get into a gym and find out. This year hates me. It hates all of us. So as I don't even, why are you here? You know, like, for this particular shoe.
I'm here right now to remind you that we have a giveaway.
Oh, we do. That's right. Where is it? Thank you.
You're welcome.
So these guys right here were supposed to get their own video, but we've been so freaking backed up with stuff, and at the same time, I get a little frustrated, honestly, with stuff like this, because it's like, how many different times do I have to review this shoe? I don't mind it when it's the high version, just because I feel like that could be a hit or a miss with quality, but with the mids, they're almost all the same. Not all of them. Like, there are hits or misses and stuff like that, and with the ones that are really worthwhile, those are the ones that I want to review, because it's like, hey, this one is dope.
Yeah.
Go spend your money on that. The rest of them, wait till them go on clearance or whatever, you know what I mean? This colorway though is fucking awesome. So that's this month's giveaway. We do one a month for our WearTesters Discord community members that are part of the gold tier. We have 2 tiers, gold and blue. There are higher tiers, but they're just as jokes. Don't sign them up. Like, it's just
you can't really adopt us.
Well, some people want us to adopt them, but I don't think that's how it works.
They're all paying us.
Yeah.
Please adopt me.
Please adopt me, please. So this is going to whomever, they'll be right over there. We'll contact you, get your shipping address and all that stuff, and we'll send them your way. Actually, we already have all that stuff, right?
I'll verify that I'm
Yeah,
sending
we'll
them.
verify that the information is still accurate. And if you were interested in becoming a Discord community member, the main thing to know about it is, one, it's a community, and two, it allows us to do all of these reviews for you guys because it really pays for the product. That way we're not taking a huge hit because we review a lot of stuff. So those people really do help us out with $5 or $10 a month. So we appreciate you guys. Other cool things that we do is monthly live streams.
Yep.
With me. So if you like me that much.
If you want to look at his face some more.
But yeah, but we talk about all kinds of stuff in those. It's not always just about shoes. Sometimes it's about shoes. Sometimes it's about shoes that haven't gotten a video yet, but other times we just sit there and shoot the But thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Thank you to Under Armour for sending these our way. As soon as we get some sort of gym access, I'll try these out along with all everything over there. There's so much stuff, man. I just don't know what I'm gonna do.
Chris is going to become the human centipede.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Let us know what you think about these down below in the comments section. Congratulations to the winner right here for the Discord community giveaway, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. So until then, have a good one.